As somebody that has spent millions of dollars running Facebook ads for large Fortune 500 companies, and I've ran ads for my own brands, I'm here to tell you that running Facebook ads is not as simple as a lot of people make it seem, especially here on YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 4 most valuable tips that I wish I knew sooner. Now, the very first thing that I wish that I knew is that Facebook ads is actually an algorithm and it doesn't follow what I would say standard marketing principles. Now, as somebody that went to school for marketing, I have my master's in internet marketing. This was something that really frustrated me. Because going to school, they teach you all these marketing concepts and principles, right? They really gas your head up, making you feel like you know everything, you're an expert, you can conquer the world, okay? But when I left school and I started running Facebook ads, I realized really quickly, I don't know everything, and Facebook ads honestly humbled me. Because all the concepts and theories that I learned in school were not working. And for the life of me, I could not figure out why. I was like, yo, this concept should work. This theory should work. Why isn't it working? So once I was able to let go of all these marketing theories and really try to look behind the hood of how to really run Facebook ads is when I really started to see success with my ads, okay? And one of the first things I had to let go was the concept of the marketing funnel, okay? Now, if you've never heard of a marketing funnel, then I'm gonna give you like a 20-second synopsis of it, okay? At its simplest form, there's 3 stages of a marketing funnel. At the top is awareness. This is where people try to figure out your brand. They're trying to learn about you, right? This is where you give people information about your brand, just trying to get awareness of your product or service, okay? At the second stage is the consideration phase. They know what your brand is, but they're considering other brands and trying to figure out if you're the best option, okay? And at the bottom is where you've turned someone into a customer. Very simple, okay? And Facebook ads has similar objectives. They have awareness, they have consideration, and they have a sales or purchase event. But what I was missing and what no one told me in the beginning is that if you do not go after a sales objective or a sales campaign or conversion-based campaigns, everything else that you run is more than likely not gonna get you sales. And I was running awareness campaigns, I was running traffic campaigns, because I figured, hey, the more people I get to their website, the more sales I was going to make. And yes, in theory, that makes sense, right? If I get 1,000 people to my website, some of those should turn into sales. But not with Facebook ads. If you do not run a conversion-based campaign, you are not going to get sales. And so I had to let go of traditional marketing thought and traditional principles for me to see success. So if you're somebody that has marketing knowledge and you're struggling to get your Facebook ads to work, I would recommend watching my videos or watching other people's videos and really trying to understand how Facebook ads work and let go of a lot of other marketing principles, because they more than likely will not fit with Facebook ads and Facebook ad strategies. So the second thing that I wish that I knew is how important creative was. Now I'm gonna put on the screen how the ad auction works and how you can beat out some of these larger brands that are spending millions and millions of dollars on the Facebook ad platform is all from creative. If your creative is more engaging and people are commenting and they're clicking through and you're sending positive signals to Facebook, you're gonna be able to outrank any brand in the world, even with a $5 a day budget, okay? Now, to be fair, when I first started running Facebook ads, nobody was really fixated on creative. And I know that sounds crazy now, post iOS 14, but when I was first getting started, everybody was fixated on targeting. People weren't really talking about creative that much. Like, everybody had so many different strategies to get in front of your right audience. People were talking about broad targeting. People were really fixated on interest-based targeting. back in 2014, 2015, right? Like there were so many different targeting strategies. Should you go after the US versus Australia? Should you do lookalike versus retargeting? Like that was it. Nobody on YouTube, none of the content that I was looking at, trying to learn, like nobody was talking about creative. And so fast forward now, if I would have spent more time, really diving deep into my creative strategies, I could have saw way better performance, okay? And so what I would recommend for you is to definitely take advantage of the Facebook ad library, okay? This is where you can spy on your competitors and you can see the exact creative that they're running, okay? And there are a lot of different like ad spy tools out there too, but this one is free, okay? And so you wanna be looking at what competitors are doing. You wanna be reading your own data to see what creatives work best, right? You wanna be testing all types of different things, different headlines, different post copy, different images and videos. You really always want to be spending time improving your creative because it is going to pay dividends. I think there's a stat out there that says 60 to 70% of your performance all comes from creative. So if you're not spending time, creating good creative, then always improving, I guarantee you that you're leaving money on the table. And this is something that I did when I was first starting out because I was naive and dumb, but I don't want the same thing for you. So the third thing that I wish that I knew was the importance of knowing your numbers, okay? When I first started running Facebook ads, I was honestly running them blind. I didn't know what was a good click-through rate, CPM, like none of this stuff. I just was like, yo, if I'm getting sales, great. If I'm not getting sales, then I need to turn this ad off. But I couldn't really figure out if the ads were working, if my website was working. Like, you get the gist. And so over time, I started to have benchmarks for my business, right? But it took me a very, very long time to get there. And I don't want that for you because listen, we're in 2024. There's a lot of information that is readily available for you to figure out what your overall benchmark should be. There's a lot of data out there that will tell you what the average click-through rate should be for your industry. What is the average conversion rate for your type of Shopify store if you're running Shopify? Like all this information is out there. So when you are running ads and you're analyzing your ads, you can figure out for yourself, am I on par with the industry? Is my ads making money? Is my ads profitable? If they're not profitable, is it my ads? Is it my website? Because if you're getting really, really high click-through rates, your CPMs are low and your CPCs are low, then more than likely, it's not your ads, it's your website, right? But you have to know like what your click-through rates should be, what your cost per click should be to know whether or not if it's your ads or not. And so, like I said, you want to make sure that you get a calculator, and I'll link a calculator that I really, really like that helps you out down below. The last thing that I wish that I knew is that Facebook ads can never save a bad product, okay? And this is something that it took me a long time to just come to terms with. When you start up a business and you feel really good about the product, and you think like, no, there's no way people love this product, it has to be the ads. But 9 times out of 10, I'm guarantee you, it is your product and not the ads. Facebook ads work across a multitude of industries. I currently sell insurance running Facebook ads, right? So Facebook ads work. And so once you just come to that realization, you really need to look at your product, okay? Especially if you've tested a variety of creatives, you've tested a whole bunch of audiences, you tested lookalikes, interests, a whole bunch of stuff, and you just can't get your ads to work, you need to look at your product. And I do want to tell you that running Facebook ads really should be the last step when it comes to trying to sell your product. You definitely want to make sure that you do your market research, that you optimize your website. You want to make sure that you have SEO in place. You're utilizing email marketing and just using regular social media marketing. Like, you shouldn't go like to spending money running ads out the gate if you haven't already validated your product. Now, obviously, this isn't for every single company. This is just a blanketed statement, but 9 times out of 10, Facebook ad works for pretty much every single business and every single business type. So if you got value out of this video, make sure that you thumbs up the video. I would greatly appreciate it. And you subscribe. And then also too, if you actually want to learn how to run Facebook ads the right way this year, definitely check out this video right here. I go over the best strategies that are working right now in 2024.